Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review How to Be a Latin Lover. Now, when I saw the trailers for this film, I thought this could be really bad, or it could be just dumb enough to be hilarious. And honestly, it falls somewhere in between, slightly on the side of being hilarious, which was a pleasant surprise for me. Which this film was directed by Ken Moreno, and it's about a man, Maximo, who's in love with really old rich ladies and needs to find a new bride. So he needs a place to stay, so he stays with his estranged sister and makes a connection with his nephew Hugo. And overall, this film was pretty well paced. I was a little apprehensive about that, as this was an hour and 52 minutes, and I'm like, why is this movie, of all movies, need to be an hour and 52 minutes? It does a pretty good job of balancing all the different storylines and characters. A decent job, not the greatest job, which I'll talk to more about when we're talking about the writing of this film, but overall it was a lot of fun, had a lot of energy, and kept things going. Now, from a tonal perspective, there's some parts where this went places, and it's just like, holy crap, I feel really uncomfortable, or why'd that happen kind of stuff, and it made the pacing, the tone as well, a little uneven at those parts. But overall, it's a very endearing, emotional film. And there's some real genuine connections between those three main characters in the center of the film, which is really nice. The cinematography is done by John Bailey. This is a workman film. Basically, anybody could have shot this for the most part. It was a lot of just point and shoot cinematography. Nothing really special that makes it stand out. Not like, hey, look, Roger Deakins. That's a Roger Deakins film. Or Emmanuel Lubezki. Like, you can tell when somebody of real heavy craft is behind shooting a movie. Not so much with this. But the high gloss, colorful palette that they use for the film really does match well with the absurd goofiness of the film, so I'll give it that, and it does work on that level. This film was written by two people, Chris Sparn and John Zack, and it was very absurd, very absurd, but it was a lot of fun, and it was goofy fun, and if you enjoy that kind of stuff, this will hit it for you. And honestly, as I mentioned before, the three main characters there have endearing relationships. They have endearing depth and character to them, where it's like you could actually make a connection with these characters. But there's too many side stories and side characters that felt like they could just get cut from the film. Like Rob Riggle is in this for some odd reason. Doesn't need to be in this movie. They could have trimmed and expedited the story in ways where they didn't have to have all these obnoxious side stories going on. And then I felt slightly underwhelmed by the resolution to the film. I felt like it could have ended in a more powerful way, but honestly, it was still goofy fun towards the end of the film anyway. And looking from an acting perspective, looking at the main three actors in this film, you have Eugenio Derbez, who plays Maximo, the main character here, and he was a lot of fun. Was really funny, had a lot of charisma, and had great chemistry with a lot of the other actors in this film. And he was a real standout, and I would like to see him in more films. Selma Hayek was a lot of fun, had a lot of energy. But the real MVP here is Rafael Alejandro, who plays Hugo, the nephew, and he was a real standout. I was really impressed by that. And I would love to see him in more films as well. And everyone else kind of wasted. They were there, they did their jobs, nothing really special. The music was well fitting by Craig Wiedrin, and overall, this was a fun film. And it wasn't a great film. It wasn't really like a really good film. If you want a fun time and go out and check out just a goofy movie for a couple hours on a weekend, I would really encourage going to see How to Be a Latin Lover. I would give How to Be a Latin Lover a C+. Now, just a reminder to you all, check out my other videos here on the Wasteland Reviewer channel. I've been doing videos since August, so there's plenty of movies to check out for reviews. And also wanted to give a plug to my good pal Vinny. Vinny and I have known each other since college, and I have contributed to his blog with my life review a couple months ago, and I would really encourage you, if you enjoy looking at written reviews as well, checking out his Let's Talk Movies blog. The website is cinemaconversations.blogspot.com. Really encourage it, and you may see some more of my videos up on his blog, so check them out.